Hello, family. Welcome to Babs WTV. Today, we're gonna react some of the clip that I have. It's very important. But a lot of American right now are talking about something weird that they cannot even explain. I myself, I don't even know. Something weird is going on in the air. So we're gonna check out this clip.
It should make you mad that you wake up tired and still have to drag yourself up out of bed. Mad that before your feet even hit the floor, you owe somebody money. Mad that your first thought of the day ain't peace, it's panic. Mad that you gotta check your balance before you buy breakfast. Mad that you're doing everything that you're supposed to and somehow it's still not enough. It should make you mad that you go to work every day and still feel broke. Mad that you clock in, give them your body, your mind, your time, and at the end of the month, it all disappears. Mad that the price of food goes up every week, but your pay does not move. Mad that you worked overtime and still had to choose between gas and groceries. Mad that a trip to the store feels like robbery and a day off feels like a dream. It should make you mad that you worked all year just to help pay for somebody else's bonus. Mad that you can't afford Christmas for your kids, but your boss just bought a new boat. Mad that when business slows down, they cut your hours. But when profits go up, they forget your name. It should make you mad that you can work your whole life and still die in debt. Mad that your parents did it, and now you're doing it too. Mad that they called it the American dream, but all it did was have you chasing something that you cannot catch. Mad because you keep showing up, because what else can you do, right? It should make you mad that you can't even afford to get sick without going broke. Mad that you skip doctor visits because you can't afford the bill. Mad that you sit in a waiting room wondering if you're going to get healed or hustled. Mad that medicines cost more than rent. Mad that the people who own the hospitals are the same people who are making you sick. It should make you mad that billionaires hoard more money than you can count in 10 lifetimes while there's people in this lifetime digging through trash cans for dinner. Mad that corporations write off yachts while you fight off overdraft fees. Mad that you can't even get approved for a loan, but they get a bailout every time they mess up. Mad that you work for companies that pay poverty wages, then smile in the commercials talking about caring for the community. It should make you mad that your student loans outlive your education. Mad that school taught you how to obey, not how to live. Mad that you were told that college was the key, only to realize that the lock changed after you graduated. It should make you mad that we live in a world where people can work 3 jobs and still can't afford a place to live. Mad that your landlord raises the rent every year but don't fix a thing. Mad that the same people who are telling you to budget better own the same companies who are raising your bills. It should make you mad that you're scared to check the mail because it's just more bad news. Mad that you go to work sick, tired, and broken just to keep the lights on. Mad that some nights you just can't sleep because your mind just won't stop running the numbers. Mad that you gotta choose between which bills get paid and which dreams get buried. It should make you mad that the people who clean the buildings can't afford to walk through the front door. Mad that the people who cook the food can't afford to eat it. Mad that the people who build the houses can't afford to live in them. Mad that this whole world runs on the backs of people who get the least from it. It should make you mad that you can't spend time with your kids because you're too busy working to feed them. Mad that they're growing up watching you struggle and thinking that this is just how life is. Mad that childhood is being replaced with survival skills. It should make you mad that everything costs peace. You can't rest, you can't breathe, you can't live without paying for it. Mad that the rent is due every month, but justice never is. Mad that food is a business. Sickness is a business. Struggle is a business. And it should make you mad that we've been taught to accept it. Mad that they tell you to be grateful when you can barely survive. Mad that they call your exhaustion the grind and your suffering discipline. Mad that they broke your spirit and called it maturity. Because if you're not mad, you've gone numb. If you're not mad, they've already won. They turned your patience into obedience, your endurance into silence, your kindness into compliance. They made you believe your cage was a blessing. And every time you say, it is what it is, they win. Every time you say, that's just life, they take a little bit more from you. Every time you swallow that anger, the machine breathes easier. And maybe that's the point where something in you finally snaps. Not in rage, but in truth. The quiet voice inside that says, this can't be all that there is. Because underneath that anger is something sacred trying to wake up. Our anger isn't hate. It's truth. It's the soul saying, enough. It's the human spirit remembering what it came here for. This isn't about revenge. This is about freedom. about finally saying, I am not available for exploitation anymore. It's about saying I deserve to live as a free human being on this planet Earth in this day, in this time. Our anger is righteous. It's sacred. It's the part of us that refuses to die quietly. It's the fire that can burn through the depression, the exhaustion, the confusion. It's the energy that can wake us up, charge us up, and pull us up out of despair. We can use that righteous anger to rebuild, to reconnect, to finally rise as a people who remembers that we are the power, the workers, the thinkers, the dreamers, the ones of us who make everything move. And that's the biggest thing that we should be mad about. We should be mad that we forgot that truth, that we have always had the power to stop it, the power to change it, the power to walk away from the systems that feed on us and build something new. Together, our future was never in their hands. It was always in ours. We just needed to see it, to feel it, to unite and cooperate, not as enemies, as classes, as races, but as one collective force of human beings who've decided no more. So be mad. Stay mad. Let it move you. Let it remind you who you are. Because when our anger becomes awareness, our awareness becomes our unity. And we can finally remember what real power feels like.
If you're American and you have that itch to leave and move abroad, this is your sign to do it. I was miserable in America. I was 50 to 60 pounds overweight. I didn't know what I was doing. There's my toast. I felt like I was gonna be forever alone. I had no sense of self. I moved to Ireland in 2018 and I found my now boyfriend. I lost 50 pounds. I found a new career path and I made some of my best friends and I traveled the world. So if you have that itch, do it. It might not be you, it might just be America.
Literally had my wits in with this shit. Like, I don't know how the fuck people are functioning right now. It's a little too much for me. Like, I know everybody like, well, that's just life. You have to work. That's you can get what you want. You gotta reach. I don't care. I don't think it's normal to be this overworked. I don't think it's normal to be burnt out. I don't think it's normal to be tired all the time. I don't think it's so normal to be so overstimulated. Everything's so overstimulating. And it's because of our work life. It's because of the fact that we have to rush and everything's hustle, 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 bustle, bustle. This, move there, move that. Schedule this, time frame that. Productivity, fully productive days. Wake up at 3 a.m., go to bed at 10 p.m. Like, it's just too much. Like, we're just trying to fit too much in too little time when really all that we should be doing and focus on is literally living and breathing and being human. We can't even focus on that. We can't even focus on our basic ass health because everything is so fucking like go, 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 rush, 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 do this, do that. And it's like it never ends. It never stops. And I know like people are like, well, you gotta work hard now so you can live comfortable later. There's not gonna be comfortable later, man. You're just gonna be working hard for the rest of your life until you overwork your body to the point that you can't even do shit no more and you might just clock out of here. Like it's no end goal. Like for some people it do happen. I'm not saying you shouldn't work hard to meet your goals, but it's just like I feel like another thing too is like it feels like no matter what, it's always gonna be a next goal. You reach one goal, you work your ass off to get to one goal, and then you gotta work your ass off to get to the next goal, and you work your ass off. And the next thing you look up, you're 78, your whole life done flashed ahead of you, and it's like, damn, now I can finally, enjoy my life. But I don't know. I just don't. It's just not it for me.
I got laid off from my corporate job yesterday. And I think that this is the reality for a lot of Americans right now, and it needs to be shared because America is not doing well right now. We have a 94% prediction rate that the recession is going to come, but yet our frickin' administration hasn't even made the move to actually say that a recession is coming. And let's actually call it what it is, a depression. People can't afford groceries, they can't afford rent, they can't afford buying houses, they can't afford having babies, they can't afford having the kids in general if they already have them. We are not in a good spot, y'all. I know that I'm just a number in a company, but I thought I was okay. You're going to think that you're okay because you've worked there for so long or you have the right experience. Like, you guys, I have an undergraduate in marketing, a master's in business, 6 years of paid social media experience, both on a strategist and manager level. I have done people management for at least 3 years. I'm a senior level in my career. And yet, when I was hired to do a senior level role, I was forced into entry level positions. I was doing entry-level work as a senior-level strategist, all while at the same time being asked to reduce my workload with AI, and our team was having layoffs every 3 months. I should have seen it coming. I really should have. But the thing is that it was not something that I saw coming, because the day before that they laid me off, I was literally talking coverage plans with another employee who was going on leave for months. How am I supposed to sit there and not think that I'm safe in that moment? I just think it's absolutely ridiculous that we live in a world like this where, like, my manager wasn't even the one that fired me, by the way, or laid me off. It was frickin' HR, and they read off a script. But my whole team got laid off. And this is the reality for a lot of Americans right now. My partner is a first responder, so I'm very lucky for the fact that I can be leaning on him for support right now, because luckily his job is secure, thanks to the fact that, number one, his job is essential, and number two, he has a union behind him. What I will never understand is why corporate agencies have not unionized. We're not allowed, right? We're not allowed. That's part of it. We'll get fired because, at least in this corporate world, they're always going to side on the side of business because that's what's making the government money. This world right now is not supporting people. It is supporting business. You are just a number, unfortunately. So please prepare yourself for shit like this. I wish I would have. I wish I'd been applying to other jobs months ago. I just was so dumb to not realize the signs. I want to talk about it. I think people need to talk about it. I think we need to make this more public. We all saw the jobs report. It was awful. Getting laid off on the day that the jobs report goes out, and it's 22,000 instead of 75,000 new jobs. You know how discouraging that is? If you know of anything in the marketing space, let me know. Use my comments as a way in which to maybe trauma dump. I don't care, vent. I'm here for you guys. I can't believe this. And I'm really sorry if you're going through this too. Here for you.
America, please get me out of this place.
Oh, it says Uber Eats is here. Ugh.
I'm tired. I'm losing my shit.
Oh, is that her?
Tired.
What's she yelling about?
I'm fucking tired.
Man, she's tripping in there. Hey, is that my food?
I'm fucking tired.
I'm not happy in America. I'm depressed in America. I want to go back to my country, but my family prefer I die in America instead of coming back to my country because I'm their only source of income. You get to the point now. That is what a student that came to America to study called me yesterday to complain about. You see, it's not as if there is no life in America. But most of you, when you come to America with your ancestral problem. A problem that your great forefathers could not solve. Now they put it in your head, as small as you are, for you to solve it. How are you going to be happy? How are you going to have life of your own? You are working all your life to solve this problem that your great forefathers could not solve. You get to the point now. I tell people, the earlier you realize that the people you are killing yourself to help don't even care about your mental well-being. They don't even care about you. Listen, work on yourself. When you succeed, you will have more to give. But when you fail, the person you are trying to help will still find a way of helping himself. You get to the point now. When you come to America, seek ye the American dream first, and every other things shall be added unto you. Stop killing yourself to solve a problem you did not create. Work on yourself. You get to the point now. Work on yourself. When you succeed, you will have more to give. When you succeed, you will give humanity more. But when you fail, the people you are killing yourself to help will still find a way to move forward without you. There is life here. But some of you come to America. You are in America, but your spirit, your soul is living in somewhere else. Working anti-clockwise to take care of people that don't even check up on you, that don't even care if you are living or you are dead. To take care of people that prefer you die here instead of going to a place you find happiness because you are their only source of income. You get to the point now, work on yourself. There is life in America. America is so beautiful. I'm telling you, I used to have this mentality until I work on myself to see the beauty of this great country. There's life here. America is so beautiful.
1 minute of your day worth a watch.
There's something wrong in this country telling people it is okay to work 3 jobs, not see your kids, not see your loved ones, not take a vacation, and God forbid you get sick. Okay? And I still got a job at home because I'm a mother. Because let's not forget, I don't get a day off. And I got to figure all that out. How are we going to eat? How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to pay the utility bills? That every single thing went up after COVID. Not one thing stayed the same except salaries. The only thing that stayed the same in this country is the minimum wage. Even though Everything else went up. There is no scarcity. It is how do we pit people against each other so they're too distracted to see everything that I'm too addicted to consuming and how much profit I'm making, and more profit, how many more houses one individual can have, how many yachts can one individual have. And you're gonna arrest me now that I make a tent city? Yeah. So if I take the scraps from the trash and make some kind of shelter for me and my children, regardless whether I have mental health issues, regardless whether I'm an addict, regardless of whether I am a female, male, whatever, I am a human being first. With what conscience are you criminalizing poverty?
I don't know who's out here living the American dream, but I can tell you one person who isn't, and that's me. I have 4 kids and I'm working 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. I have my full-time job, I'm a 911 dispatcher. My other 2 jobs, a waitress. The American dream should not be this hard. I should not have to be working my life away, being away from my kids. You know, sometimes I have to pick, am I going to pay my electric bill or am I going to buy groceries? Because my kids need to eat. This is not the American dream. I'm so tired of struggling. You know, so many people are going to work, working multiple jobs just to pay for a house to sleep in, just to put their head down at night. This is not the American dream, not my American dream. That's why I started posting here on TikTok. So hopefully I can slow down some so I can spend time with my kids. Life shouldn't be this hard. I know one person that's making 6 figures and they're still struggling. Why's it gotta be so hard? Anyways, if you want to help this mama out from struggling, you know what to do. I'm headed into work to work at Buffalo Wild Wings today. I have to work a double. Say a prayer, I make some money.
Honestly, I don't know what the heck is going on or what's in the air right now, but people are insane. I don't even want to go out and commute anywhere really now because I don't know what's going on. I'm trying not to be negative and I'm trying not to think in like some sort of victim mentality that maybe it's me and I don't know. I try not to do that because that's the worst thing you can do. But I literally, every day that I've gone out in my car, like on the way there and back, I've had like aggressive people that happen to just be behind me. Like people who are in a rush, people who are like, you know, on my bumper, tailgating me, giving me this much space and getting mad. And then I see them in my rearview mirror and they're like, I'm like, oh my God, like relax. Like we're either in a residential area and they want me to go quicker and they're going home. Just like I'm home right now. I had this lady behind me, going into the residential area and she was like getting like on my bumper and I saw her getting off frazzled. She was, like, I don't know what her deal was. Like, you know what I mean? I'm literally driving the speed limit or faster by a couple, you know, of my, like, you know, by a couple, but I'm just, and honestly, I'm not looking forward to having to drive on the E-way today, the highway. I've also encountered a lot of people on the highway that are just upset that they're in traffic in rush hour and that I'm not tailgating the car in front of me. I'm giving them a lot of space. I'm not going to be braking every 2 seconds because I want, like, that is the most, like, low IQ thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, why are you doing that? Do you not get tired of your foot? Like, do you like that? Like, you know what I'm talking about? The people in traffic who are like, there's traffic. It's not going to move quicker because you're on someone's bumper, but there's people who literally ride the brakes. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So, I'm not looking forward to it because I've already had some people on the highway get, like, aggressive with me as well. But I don't even want to talk about it. But it's just, like, same thing. People are riding your bumper. They're upset. Like, instead of switching lanes and going the other way, you want to, like, get aggressive and ride someone's bumper and then start, like being all crazy. Like, and these are grown people. They're grown-ass people. I don't know. Have I just reached that level of, like, being calm? Like, am I just, like, mentally on some other, like, level of calmness that these people haven't reached or something? Because it's just insane. And it, honestly, anything that raises my cortisol, even a bit, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. And I'm trying not to think negatively of it, but, like, even just the thought about it, like, I don't want to keep commuting. I think it's a sign from the universe that I have to, like, put in action, you know, my ideas, so I can not, you know, how do I say this? Like, so I won't have to be commuting for, like, a job, or, like, if I'm commuting, it's because, you know, I have to go somewhere for, like, groceries or stuff. But even, like, then, even right now, I'm not going to work or anything. I'm just going to the gym and the store, and there's people that are all aggressive on the road, like,
Most people in the US cannot survive working only 40 hours a week. A full-time job does not pay enough for people to get by anymore. Most people have to work either 2 jobs, or they have to pick up a lot of overtime, or they have to have side hustles. But just thinking you're gonna get minimum wage or a little above minimum wage and go work your 40 hours weekly, you're not gonna survive off of that. You're probably not even gonna be able to pay rent Or if you can pay rent, what about food, the bills, electric, all that other stuff? It just doesn't make any sense. The US does have a serious problem with most jobs just not being able to pay people enough, and something does need to be done about it. Now, I don't know what that something would be. Maybe somebody does, but it's just crazy that people will go to work for 40 hours, sometimes even 50 hours a week or more, and even then they still can't survive. And they're living well below their needs. They're not doing anything fancy. They're just literally trying to get some food and pay rent and their bills. But what do you all think about this? Let me know in the comments.